What is your favorite word?
It's the smell the earth gives off when it's just started to rain.
Interesting. What is your least favorite word?
Homelessness.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Movement, dancing, a shifting of perspectives.
And what turns that off?
Doubling down, digging in your heels.
What is your favorite curse word?
Shit fuck. Just like that, hyphenated. It unsticks everything.
That's fun.
I think so too.
What sound or noise do you love?
I love the sound of my son saying, yeah, or okay. He's 7.
What sound or noise do you hate?
I hate the sound of a car engine peeling out on gravel and driving away.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Full-time novelist. I'm starting with that right now with the release of my debut novel, Whistlepunk Falls.
What profession would you not like to do?
Nuclear physicist.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Nothing at first is fine, but the sounds of robins singing in the twilight air, that would be nice.
Tell me a short story about something that changed your life.
My wife had been in labor for 20 hours. She had pushed and pushed and done her best, but she was tiring out. Her skin was gray and clammy to the touch. And so they brought in a special surgeon who told my wife that she had 2 choices. She was at a crossroads and she needed to decide on a C-section, which would involve a lengthy recovery at best. Or my wife could choose to rest for an hour and then push as hard as she could one final time. My wife, being the woman she chose the latter. And so there wasn't much for me to do. We rested for an hour. I brought her water and held her hand. It's the hand that I had held the longest and the only woman's hand that had actually held back. And so we could see that the sable of night was purpling into pre-dawn out our birthing suite window, and the hour arrived. The surgeon came into the room with a whole host of medical staff. I could see my son's head, the crown of his head, but it was turned sideways. And the surgeon crouched down and screamed for my wife to push. And my wife let out a thunderous lioness of a roar. There was the sound of flushing and the fluttering of the medical staff, and peeling through along with the dawn light was the first cry of my son's voice. An hour later, he was on my chest, and I was singing to him and holding hands with my wife. And here we are 7 years later, and so much of our lives feel like an extension of that moment, beautiful and terrifying. And it was the best moment of my life. Nice Father's Day story for you and your listeners.
Well, first, I want to say thank you for doing the interview.
You're very welcome, Emma. You're a good interviewer.